Welcome to Speakora podcast channel. Speak English like a professional in just 30 days. Let's begin.
You walk into an interview feeling ready. Then the interviewer asks a question you didn't expect. Your English freezes for just 2 seconds too long. You say, one too many times, and you can see it in their face. They've already decided. You didn't lose that job because you weren't qualified. You lost it because your English didn't show them who you really are. Today, that stops. Welcome back to Speakora. I'm Adam, and this is day 4 of our 30-day English Fluency Challenge. On day 1, we built everyday conversation. On day 2, we learned to introduce ourselves with confidence. And day 3, we've seen how to sound natural in English conversations, not textbook. Today, we're raising the stakes. We're going inside the job interview, the one place where your English can open a door or quietly close it.
Hi, everyone. Honestly, this topic makes my stomach turn a little. Talking about myself casually is one thing, but in a real interview, I feel like every word is being judged. If I hesitate or use the wrong phrase, I feel like I've already lost the job before I even finish my sentence.
Luna, that pressure is real, but here's something important. Interviewers don't expect perfect English. They expect clear thinking and confident communication. And confident communication is a skill, not a personality trait. Once you know the patterns professional English follows, that pressure gets a lot smaller.
That's actually reassuring. I always thought I needed to sound like a native speaker to be taken seriously.
Not at all. You need to sound clear, prepared, and calm. That's what we're building today. Let's start with the classic. Luna, imagine I'm your interviewer. Why do you want to work at this company?
Because I need a job and this company is good.
Honest, but it won't impress an interviewer. In professional English, we connect our own goals to the company's work. Try this. I'm really drawn to this company because of the quality of your design work, and I'd love to contribute my skills to a team like this. Let's try it again. Why do you want to work at this company?
I'm really drawn to this company because of the quality of your design work, and I'd love to contribute my skills to a team like this.
Excellent. That's a completely different impression. Now, a harder one. What would you say is your biggest weakness?
My weakness is I am bad at time management.
That's very direct, and in an interview, direct honesty without balance can hurt you. We usually pair a real weakness with the action you're taking to improve it. Try, one area I'm actively working on is time management, so I've started using planning tools to stay on track. Try that.
One area I'm actively working on is time management, so I've started using planning tools to stay on track.
Perfect. Lula, you just turned a weakness into proof that you're self-aware and improving, which is exactly what interviewers want to hear. One more. Why should we hire you instead of another candidate?
Because I work hard and I am a good designer.
Good instinct, but let's make it specific and confident. Try, I bring a strong mix of creativity and reliability, and I always make sure my work solves the client's actual problem, not just looks good. Repeat that for me.
I bring a strong mix of creativity and reliability, and I always make sure my work solves the client's actual problem, not just looks good.
Beautiful. 3 interview answers completely transformed. Notice something, Luna? You already had the right ideas, we just gave them proper English structure. That's the whole secret to interview English.
That actually makes so much sense. It's not that my ideas were bad, it's that they came out too simple.
Exactly. Now, let's lock in a few core interview phrases before we go deeper. Repeat after me. I'm confident in my ability to contribute to this role.
I'm confident in my ability to contribute to this role.
I thrive in challenging environments.
I thrive in challenging environments.
I'm always looking to grow professionally.
I'm always looking to grow professionally.
I believe my experience makes me a strong fit for this position.
I believe my experience makes me a strong fit for this position.
Wonderful, Luna. 4 phrases that instantly make you sound prepared and professional. Now, let's take everything we've built and put it into a full, realistic interview conversation. Now, let's go deeper, Luna. Interviews often include what's called a behavioral question, something like, tell me about a time when... Have you ever prepared for those?
Honestly, no. Those questions always throw me off because I never know how much detail is too much or too little.
That's one of the most common struggles, even for native speakers. There's a simple structure called STAR. Situation, task, action, result. Let's try it. Tell me about a time you solved a difficult problem at work.
One time, a client wasn't happy with the design and I fixed it and they were happy after.
Good start, but it's missing the structure. Let's build it properly. Start with the situation. A client once rejected an initial design concept, then the task. I needed to understand exactly what was missing and turn it around quickly. Then the action. I scheduled a call, asked specific questions, and revised the design based on their feedback. Then the result. The client approved it within a day, and we ended up working together on 3 more projects. Try building your answer that way.
A client once rejected an initial design concept. I needed to understand what was missing, so I scheduled a call and revised the design based on their feedback. The client approved it quickly, and we worked together on more projects after that.
Excellent, Luna. That's a complete interview-ready answer now. Clear, structured, and it shows results. What about salary questions? Do those make you nervous?
Extremely nervous. I never know how to answer without sounding greedy or underselling myself completely.
That's such a common fear. The trick is to stay open and professional without committing to a number too early. Try this. I'm flexible and open to discussing salary based on the full scope of the role, but I'd love to learn more about the position first. Repeat that.
I'm flexible and open to discussing salary based on the full scope of the role, but I'd love to learn more about the position first.
Perfect. That keeps you in control of the conversation without closing any doors. Now, one more important moment. At the end, interviewers almost always ask, "Do you have any questions for us?" Most candidates say no, and that's a mistake. Asking a thoughtful question shows real interest. What would you ask?
Maybe, what does success look like in this role during the first few months?
That's a fantastic question, Luna. Specific and genuinely useful. You just built a complete professional toolkit, a structured answer, a diplomatic salary response, and a smart closing question. Let's put all of this into 3 realistic interview situations. Situation 1, a phone screening call. I'll be the recruiter calling to schedule things.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
Hi, Luna. Thanks for your interest in the position. Do you have a few minutes to chat?
Yes, of course. Now is a great time.
Great. Can you briefly walk me through your current role and why you're looking for a change?
Sure. I'm currently working as a graphic designer, and I'm looking for a change because I want more opportunities to work with international clients.
That makes sense. Are you available for a full interview next week?
Yes, I'm available any day next week, whatever works best for your team.
Perfect. We'll follow up with the time. Thanks, Luna. Great job staying relaxed and professional even in a short call like that. Recruiters notice that. Now, situation 2, a video interview, the main event.
Okay, I'm ready for this one.
Thanks for joining, Luna. Let's start. Can you tell me about a challenge you faced at work and how you handled it?
A client once rejected an initial design concept. I needed to understand what was missing, so I scheduled a call and revised the design based on their feedback. The client approved it quickly, and we worked together on more projects after that.
That's a strong answer. Now, why are you interested in working with us specifically?
I'm really drawn to this company because of the quality of your design work, and I'd love to contribute my skills to a team like this.
Wonderful. Excellent structure and confident delivery from start to finish. Last one, situation 3, the final in-person round with salary and closing questions.
Okay, I'm ready for this.
So, Luna, let's talk numbers. What are your salary expectations?
I'm flexible and open to discussing salary based on the full scope of the role, but I'd love to learn more about the position first.
Fair enough. Before we finish, do you have any questions for us?
Yes, actually. What does success look like in this role during the first few months?
Great question. We'll definitely be in touch soon. Luna, that was a complete professional interview from first phone call to final handshake. How did that feel?
Honestly, it felt so much more natural than I expected. Having the structures in my head meant I wasn't searching for words. I already knew where each answer was going.
That's exactly the shift we wanted, Luna. Confidence isn't about having no nerves. It's about having a plan when the nerves show up. Let's lock all of this in with some focused repetition and interview vocabulary.
Okay, Luna, repetition time. I'll say a sentence and you repeat it exactly. These are ones you can genuinely use in a real interview. Ready?
Ready.
I'm confident in my ability to contribute to this role.
I'm confident in my ability to contribute to this role.
I thrive in challenging environments.
I thrive in challenging environments.
I'm always looking to grow professionally.
I'm always looking to grow professionally.
I believe my experience makes me a strong fit for this position.
I believe my experience makes me a strong fit for this position.
I'm really drawn to this company's work.
I'm really drawn to this company's work.
One area I'm actively working on is time management.
One area I'm actively working on is time management.
I bring a strong mix of creativity and reliability.
I bring a strong mix of creativity and reliability.
I'm flexible and open to discussing salary.
I'm flexible about discussing salary.
I'd love to learn more about the position first.
I'd love to learn more about the position first.
What does success look like in this role?
What does success look like in this role?
I'm looking for more opportunities to grow.
I'm looking for more opportunities to grow.
I handled that challenge by staying calm and focused.
I handled that challenge by staying calm and focused.
I always make sure my work solves the real problem.
I always make sure my work solves the real problem.
Thank you for considering my application.
Thank you for considering my application.
I'm available to start as soon as needed.
I'm available to start as soon as needed.
I look forward to hearing from you.
I look forward to hearing from you.
I'd welcome the opportunity to discuss this further.
I'd welcome the opportunity to discuss this further.
I'm passionate about doing meaningful work.
I'm passionate about doing meaningful work.
Fantastic, Luna. That's 18 interview-ready sentences locked into memory. Now, 8 vocabulary words that will make you sound even more professional.
Let's do it.
Word 1, qualification. A qualification is a skill or achievement that makes you suitable for a role. For example, my qualifications include 3 years of design experience. Your turn.
My qualifications include strong experience in branding and visual design.
Perfect. Word 2, reliable. Reliable means people can trust you to do consistent, good work. For example, I'm known for being reliable under pressure. Try it.
My coworkers know me as someone who's reliable even during busy weeks.
Excellent. Word 3, contribute. Contribute means to give or add something useful to a team or project. For example, I want to contribute my skills to your team. Luna?
I'd love to contribute fresh ideas to your design department.
Great example. Word 4, opportunity. An opportunity is a chance to do something valuable or beneficial. For example, this role feels like a great opportunity for growth. Your turn.
This position feels like a real opportunity to work with international clients.
Wonderful. Word 5, flexible. Flexible means able to adapt easily to different situations. For example, I'm flexible about working hours. Try it.
I'm flexible about taking on new responsibilities when needed.
Perfect usage. Word 6, professional. Professional describes behavior or work done with skill and seriousness. For example, I always try to stay professional under pressure. Luna?
I try to stay professional even when a project gets stressful.
Excellent. Word 7, achievement. An achievement is something you've successfully accomplished. For example, my biggest achievement was leading a rebrand project. Your turn.
My biggest achievement was redesigning a client's entire brand identity.
Beautiful. And word 8, follow up. To follow up means to contact someone again after an initial conversation. For example, I'll follow up with an email after the interview. Luna?
I always follow up with a thank you email after every interview.
That's exactly the habit that leaves a lasting impression, Luna. 8 words and every single one belongs in a real interview. Let's wrap up today with a quiz, some powerful tips, and your challenge for after this video.
Right, Luna? Quiz time. 5 questions straight from everything we practiced today. Ready?
Ready?
Question 1. How would you now answer, tell me about yourself, in an interview?
I'd say I'm Luna. I've been working as a graphic designer for 3 years. I specialize in branding, and I'm passionate about helping companies tell their story through design.
Great answer. Question 2. How would you professionally describe a weakness?
I'd say one area I'm actively working on is time management, so I've started using planning tools to stay on track.
Perfect. Question 3. How would you respond if they asked about salary too early?
I'd say I'm flexible and open to discussing salary based on the full scope of the role, but I'd love to learn more about the position first.
Excellent. Question 4. What's a strong question to ask the interviewer at the end?
I'd ask, what does success look like in this role during the first few months?
Wonderful. Last question. How do you feel about interviews now compared to the start of today?
Honestly, at the start, I felt like every question was a trap, but now I feel like I actually have a plan for almost anything they could ask.
Perfect answers, all 5, Luna. Now, 5 tips to help you walk into any interview with real confidence. Tip number 1, learn the STAR method: situation, task, action, result, and use it for every behavioral question, since it turns a messy story into a clear, impressive answer. Tip number 2, prepare 2 or 3 core answers about your experience and strengths that you can adapt to almost any question, so you're never starting from zero. Tip number 3, always ask a question at the end, because staying silent is a missed opportunity, and a thoughtful question shows genuine interest. Tip number 4, practice your answers out loud, not just in your head, since speaking and thinking are different skills, and interviews test speaking under pressure. Tip number 5, send a short follow-up message after the interview, because it's a simple habit that makes you memorable and shows professionalism.
Tip 4 really hit me. I've rehearsed answers in my head 100 times, but saying them out loud today felt completely different. Harder, but so much more useful.
That's exactly why we practice out loud every single day here. Luna, how do you feel about today's session overall?
Honestly, I feel like I could walk into a real interview right now and not panic. I have real structures for the hard questions, not just hope.
That's exactly the transformation I wanted, Luna. Let's recap what we covered today. First, we transformed weak, simple interview answers into clear, professional ones. Second, we learned the STAR method and practiced answering salary and closing questions. Third, we role-played 3 real situations: a phone screening, a full video interview, and a final round with salary talk. Fourth, we repeated 18 interview-ready sentences to build natural fluency. And fifth, we learned 8 professional vocabulary words that belong in any interview.
When you list it like that, it's honestly hard to believe we covered all of that in one session.
That's the power of structure, Luna. It makes a lot of ground feel manageable. If today helped you feel more prepared for your next interview, give this video a like. It genuinely helps more learners find this challenge. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss day 5.
Here's your homework for today. After this video, record yourself out loud answering 2 questions. Tell me about yourself and what's your biggest weakness, using the structures we practiced.
And don't forget, drop your best interview answer in the comments below. We genuinely read them and we'll cheer you on.
We're building real, usable confidence together, one day at a time.
Exactly, Luna. Interviews used to feel like a wall. Today, you built a door. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 5.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, everyone.